This is Kessben 93.3 FM, a new wave of excellence in radio.
For triangle, Ghana, Nigeria.
Okay, you stories in Mugakra.
You know, me hear stories and some about champions, and I'm from Rome Street.
You hear stories. We are now Champions League separately.
Okay, do you know? Oliver Hortz never no pay no say. Peppers won titles in the Premier League. Saying we are discussing, and Timmy will be baby. But so when Timmy and Champions League with Manchester City, the reputation in the Premier League will be diminished. Ochima so free okwa. Pep Guardiola na oma dijine so na obi anka ni bio. Pep Guardiola 11 titles so far as about Manchester City from 2016 till now, 7 years down the line. To win 4 EPL titles after Ferguson and an easy job. Or cite examples of the last minute goal I winning the Champions League for Manchester United at the new camp. And the John Terry slip that won another Champions League for Alex Ferguson. But is there any better for Pep Guardiola in the Champions League for Manchester City? The answer is no. Football, so you coach now per se a kaiwa a nyema bebrebe. One who controversies betting me am here the akayo. Inti Shebellad Goodman or the Champions League mienu. But seneye kana sema ne curse na or the ma Benfica no eno bia ka ho asem. Nobody talks about Bellad Goodman Champions League oje. Jose Mourinho is one of the greatest. But the controversies excelling more than the tactical know-how. Henaro Herrera, the style of winning the Champions League for Inter Milan, the Catenaccio system, no, at all now the Nababi ne. The total football sold Renos Michel, and then you are Cruyff the Oma Babi ne. Into your boy and Cruyff, he won 1 Champions League for Barcelona. But you can't total football and how he changed the dynamics of the Barcelona team. Unim say I had you. Your coach is on my way, but to be a more mudin. How many times that so be can you say Vivalonga, Luis Canidia, Miguel Munez? Far and few. Pep Guardiola did football in there. The influence was certain coaches. She and company and she Mikel Arteta. Company cover Burnley no be him to bet me a Jumani so quick. But she said what did Burnley about the Premier League. The style of Pep Guardiola, it is everywhere. The results is there for all to see. It is a Pep free wa. Only she and you talk about the style of Pep. Ferguson J titles, or winning Champions League, or dominating EPL. But again, the style or the buyer or Premier League no be seen among 42 or Juma. So Matelo Olympia or the World Cup or the Champions League. But Obiara fee how ni Juma di obedi with Juventus any influence and certain students under him abaye coaches. I got to do Zinedine Zidane, Didier Deschamps, Antonio Conte and the likes. Ferguson ran the moment to me and coach here and Nuba be there, but at least the class of the 92 players are vibrant. Oh, England, Ubo Mudibe Bia, Omokasa Ubiate, and everybody is talking about Rio Ferdinand and the likes.
Kasa.
Yes. You know,
Kasa na okay.
There. Kasa na okay.
Okay. I'm training go for Omokasa.
Kasa, which means Omoti football nasi. They are good students of the game.
Okay.
When they talk.
Oh, I see we can find one.
Oh, me ni bibi aka say.
O sa o masala la beto kana.
Go now the number bia me say picture ho an asem go na oka. The movie answer the Kasa for aka.
Oh, maka me say o park ne so de. Ni students no ma kire so o ma bon. Post school su dwane. Gari na vu dwane. It is there. Say ran get by amfa.
Okay.
Olugo na search. Oh yes, on be pam na no awene.
Yeah.
O te da ya na olusu. Oh yes, on be pam na awene. Nti park ne so de. Ni students ne kire so o ma san yi pa. Into Bia one there. Carlo Ancelotti were titles, but the managerial scale. Any idea will be the case Ancelotti there. Zinedine Zidane short time management. Obenya or Real Madrid no Opia that so the bonity. Jose Mourinho controversies and the psychological card on players. And then the mental toughness. Em obi abojo se di nti ene obi hwe ball obi timi ka se match wo die moru na anka yapon nti Genoa obi a obabi odini die be free. Pep Guardiola expectation is so huge and pesika was seno Manchester City no you expect him to win the Champions League enya no nko a kwan a ye offer so a free mo no enya kwan a top class manager that is celebrated all over the world also offer sa kwan to free. She omo game against Lyon. She omo game against Tottenham Hotspur. Son you mean said the last game. And look at how he exited against Real Madrid and how he lost the Champions League final for a team my friend Chelsea. And it's so much is now we mean kai you expect something better from Pep Guardiola. But you know, and the Pep retire continually Ubian kind share. People will recognize him with his style. The style now the other Premier League, you don't quite the pass na bam. As a Wenger bebo ye pa. But as I said, when you influence in the Premier League and the style is all over the place, and they will be a per se or started from the back. And you know the buy, but at least in the modern trends, Pep Ababeche say on also innovative. From the goalkeeper, can in a right back, but then it is from the goalkeeper to the right back or the goalkeeper to the central defender. Into Pep, be an only Champions League for Manchester City, but you know Okwa the style alone. Everton Mobia who say he has certain influence in the Premier League. Champions League in the journal, Obia who say any easy. Coach is already Champions League about 11. You know, you have only Bob Paisley, Zinedine Zidane and Carlo Ancelotti and Jimmy and Sign beyond. All the other coaches you born with you in our too. So in this illustrious career for me, 2 Champions League winning and yet just a fluke, and I wouldn't say it's a Pep a failure. But Genoa, it was such a
Pep, I need Champions League. Man City, on your failure, or team no more. One your failure, Bayern?
Bayern, yes.
Was a horse one Champions League?
Yes. I heard the Okas or you failure, I'm doing because team now be inherited after your pengs. A team and I was at the Champions League. Because virtually we were the same team. Say team now, your pengs here one signing pay. Season it by we no mbusa and say. Player Ben or catch him said they should give him Javi Martinez. Also, the Javi Martinez in manner of the Champions League. They spent 40 million euros on Javi Martinez from Spain on the buy. And on the share the space of Luis Gustavo. And or pay on a Bastian Schweinsteiger in midfield. And look at how Frank Ribery and Ian Robin win the Champions League in 2012 at Wembley. We are going to offer so to take that Barcelona team with Lionel Messi, Javi and the lives. Into said team it was a teamer. Pep said the players are not more quality samba become. Into now we expect Javi says midfield of Schweinsteiger, Thiago Alcantara, Javi Martinez, all these players are at least also the Arturo Erasmo Vidal samba become, Robert Lewandowski and all those players available. Now Shekoya Pep fast to free him against Real Madrid, me in the Champions League. So for me, Bayern was a failure. But the level of Bayern and Manchester City are not the same.
Okay.
It is a Pep. Sika wasa spend it but Manchester City level to be an emerging force, it is not easy to win the Champions League. Chelsea for the say in 2008 that game not be Manchester United was winning. But look at the slip. Look at how PSG lost the Champions League final to Bayern. Inti ebe take time kakra. Waya adwuma but Genoa or crown with the Champions League Pep kokra. But for me, Pep, I win the Champions League with Manchester City. I will not say he's a failure.
Andy, Bayern, Sir Joe, I think he lost the Champions League in the semi-finals against 3 Spanish sides and that's Sir Joe more established. Because losing against Real Madrid, after Real Madrid actually 1-0, Karim Benzema or Santiago Bernabeu. A lot of people thought it's going to be a mere formality. Santiago, Allianz Arena. Ekoye 4, down on Sergio Ramos shed on 2 occasions, you know. And we all saw what that Lionel Messi team did against Pep's Bayern Munich. So in 2015. Then came Antoine Griezmann's goal now share with Atletico Madrid. Sergio, for me, even though he was a failure at Bayern Munich, but teams now share so Sergio, now they were resurgent. They were established. Now it was no way say you can beat them.
On the team, they're strong.
Strong, but Sergio, strong. But check that Real Madrid team, Barca 2015 and Atletico Madrid.
No, strong team.
No, you're strong. But you look at
most strong. You're strong now. We're failure.
Oh yeah, I understand. It was a failure, but
okay.
The team so shall.
All right, yeah, trust. But Pep Paymasters, or more here some better Champions League.
No, that is obvious.
And no more here.
No, do you know?
20 man nyama omo. Also e dey.
Me say Pep.
Wasihye team.
David, the go where we are taking the apa.
So wasihye team.
Oh, you know. Minga was
Okay, we don't talk.
You know.
Yom call seven for so.
I mean, well,
what is Andy talking about? Yeah, achievement, also playing style. Pep is Zuku. He should be bold and say it. Considering how much he spent at City, if he doesn't win the Champions League, he's more than a failure. Lampard kura eye.
No.
Tofik say no shake.
He won achievement. He has 11 titles in England. What achievement do you need again? He has 11 titles.
You see, the problem is that after winning the league for about 3-4 times, our dominate you with the 1 year clearly, this team has played in the finals in the Champions League, isn't it? And to say with Pep Guardiola and we bet my board, I can say he's the best manager in the world. Now kita this team no one win the Champions League. You not even meet the expectation of the and let's be very frank, he knows them well. Say, there are people at the end of the day, so when we win Champions League with Man City and Crawford say he was only lucky to have gotten Messi.
Yeah.
And those boys, Xavi, Iniesta, he met the golden generation of Barcelona team to me winning Champions League. And honestly, so when we win Champions League with Man City, the legacy will be questioned.
What's what City coaches? Yeah.
What's
what City coaches? They were Teta company. I had there.
Company is yet to do.
That's why I'm care. We try to back.
So maybe,
company success in the championship. Andrew baby, Andrew baby now be bridge this Rooney. IABB or the championship.
Okay. Yeah, it was so. Hey, 10:56.
Champions League.
Okay. Also, Mama, your stories.
Yeah,
Champions League. Yeah.
You see, Premier League now, bono.
Yeah.
We hear results about this weekend. And honestly, if you look at the league table or the same fixtures now say we hear matches aka. Arsenal about 30 games with some 8 matches to go, with 73 points. City about 29 games with some 67 points. So as a trend is between the two, no, 6 points and a down momentum. Clearly. Say any other team, any other first, and what team with 6 points are, with just some 8 or 9 matches to go. Me assure say be diamo so be abinya kukudraka say that team don't win the league.
Yeah.
We hear no say in China. Arsenal, they say in the season in Akasa 8 matches here gusu.
Yeah.
Only any other competition, or more Europa League or Champions League, or more FA Cup. Man City on an April no, or distraction or 1 year then the Champions League. Or but Champions League, and
for the benefit of almost radio, the government might repeat it.
Yeah, okay. Let me finish with I'm saying that City, our distraction or one is our Champions League okuso by the quarter-final stage. Betima progress, or FA Cup semi-final. Also, and some of 9 league matches. And in terms of fixture conjunction, clear. Say City, Ebre, Arsenal. There were only 8 Premier League games to go, and what team with 6 points. So clearly, if you look at that from that perspective, you are tempted to feel that Arsenal will win the league. But general, moment sama your fixtures in Ibium. Fixtures na kano, emani who dem Arsenal. Over Man City or a game against Leicester City on the home. I just say bibi fufu ni besi. Mean who how Leicester beba Etihad at this time. Abeshe City, or a home game against Arsenal, which I think City a favorite over Arsenal in that Etihad game. That game is a 6-pointer. Or when you 3 points, we deny Arsenal 3 points. Then or a game away to Fulham, West Ham at home, Leeds United at home, Everton away, Chelsea ewo Etihad, and then Brentford and of course Brighton, the outstanding game. A 2 City game no pa. A Bianca Chelsea in our form the game against Chelsea or home, and now probably Arsenal then kakra. But look at the Arsenal fixtures. Arsenal beko London Stadium, a London derby against West Ham. Arsenal a favorite, but in the derby anything can happen. Southampton at Emirates, Arsenal besheno. It's a matter of how many goals. Then the away game to Man City, I think Arsenal will lose. Then the game against Chelsea, Arsenal is slight favorite, but ube to me, I'm a Chelsea slight chance kakra, just like Chelsea at Etihad. Remember Chelsea chance kakra be. That game against Newcastle at St James Park, SI another difficult game for Team Arsenal. Into she game no, anye yekurano, the Man City game, the Newcastle game, and probably the game against Chelsea. Arsenal with difficult fixture. If you put everything aside, Arsenal manager no, for me, the experience in Drew Man City the no be now league season in general start here, obianya no rough edges along the line. Everything points to the fact that City attract the rough edges. Now currently, City boys in England so picky. Boys in England picky. Jack Grealish is playing one of the best football. Delightful. Watch Omo leading striker and Ellen Hallard. In the last 3 games, you know, I shot 10 goals. And it's scary. 10 goals in 3 matches. Was 5 against Leipzig. Was 3 and then was 2. And Kevin De Bruyne is back to his best form. Almost our squad death. And not a Man City. And we as I sit here, I still think that City are the favorite there. General, there is growing concern at Manchester United. On the 23rd of March, and Nkrofono pay United at on second bid. Make Sheikh Jasmine bin Hamad Al Thani, and of course, Sir Jim Ratcliffe.
Okay.
Now, every bid Nico a man for share any say the rain group transfer and answer team Netona Kosono in some 7 days. In Profona or Mobede and Ombeti Omunka. 2 weeks a chem, Omunyanti Obianka. And now, an answer no be a share man you match no. Players no baby Omupie Bano. A Honda supporters need the banner can crack Akobo Honum, Glazers out. Trying to push the Glazers to sell the team and leave. Among 5 dreams say Glazer for na yedin because I say Omo ye be undecided. Omonton ana momonton. Omonfa kakra man crofobia ana momonfa kakra man crofobia. But then fans in Jide said the major concern so mbeton omonye no monton in tem. Said they be the new owners no ebetimi starting omo recruitment getting into the next season because omo delay no monton later as it say team no be suffer in terms of recruitment. Reported by unconfirmed though, say 2 bidders around £5 billion sterling. But the Glazers were looking up to some £6 billion sterling. Omuchirem said this week, se bibia kuko yedia, ebi omeba bontia beka say, omushe niyeme ni nyina no, ebi mpo nipa sumesi, anase sa bidwi, and omjidi say, eye the best amongst the bids omwenya. Then that person binya exclusive negotiation with the negotiators. Now pay the more me ironing out 0 down. So for me, I think that the earlier they take a decision on it, the better. You know, Van Dijk and Vidic. Me it do baby I mean baby and some Jimmy Carragher kind baby I disagree with him and they say Van Dijk is far better. You see, this is a Liverpool man talking. Absolutely no doubt. Virgil van Dijk me come on me GDA say or the impact. So we catch them say we're impacted on Liverpool than Vidic impacted on Man U, and maybe I would buy it. Because Van Dijk inclusion to Liverpool changed so many things at Liverpool. The impact is so clear. But so me no ball that I am more as defenders, you know. Check statistics, check ball on boy, everything. I think Vidic was a little bit ahead of Van Dijk. And I even think that Omunye Ezalio. Vidic was a stopper to turn their friend number 4. No? Van Dijk a libero and I say ono ye number 5. Until Chimpa Van Dijk can you run near Ru Ferdinand the end of no. Because Bono Basi at the Obeko first no Vidic will obe stop it now Ru Ferdinand preparatory to send the Van Dijk no. But I think that in terms of defensive Vidic was slightly ahead of Van Dijk. But Van Dijk, I would never underrate his performance as a centre back. Very intelligent, very calm, leader, and old players one season or the other they had a bad season. I think Van Dijk is having some rough patches around this time, and I will not use that one. Somebody bringing the class in it down.
Okay. Yeah, fancy enough. Yeah, Champions League no matches no. And so kakra when Zichenko, even Mazichenko knows that it's over for Arsenal to win the EPL title, because he knows how powerful his former club Man City is. That's why he was crying at the bench on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, me.
Or trendy brutal.
Who said?
Adena Krane de ADN no.
I know
Trent de no.
Yeah.
Obonu Sulia. Sulia na de go ni ba.
Yeah.
No jano omani e basa. To wie ya say yi ni from quarter bench no say. Asemasi.
Roberto Firmino bibi wo ni mu.
Oh yeah.
But say
so we did not to chair baby ni.
I'm feeling.
Baby we free a man go no. But I think we have to credit Klopp for that change.
Okay.
Coach the way change they say back.
Yeah.
Game no Brazilians in influence game no I think two teams will be out 3 Brazilians and they influence the game.
Yeah.
Martinelli, Gabriel Jesus, either
Seriously, so Arsenal any EPL title ya ebe me ya pa.
Omonyi general.
Oh yes, omanye ebe me ya pa.
Omonyi.
Pa.
No, say good morning. Message no one, but
say City ni Arsenal there. Arsenal nye bi na omoji bi acheye pa. For someone to say Pep is a failure, whether the UCL is just hating him. He makes the game beautiful. He won titles. He's one of the coaches not easy to approach. He was not fortunate with Messi. He was the one that made Messi who he is today. Coaches won titles few years back. They are offering them jobs and they don't want to sign contracts. If Pep is a failure, what about those coaches? Thank you. Hassan Edway Efri Tamale and Abreye. Hassan Tamale. Okay. Good morning, Hassan. Your chair Tamale for Amo Asia Kessben television. Cecilia. And then you Ray El Daluz, or Lisbon, Portugal. Benfica, and Inter Milan, Sanso, and Etihad, and Zube Huru Papa. Man City versus Bayern Munich.
As far as you know, so more bumper is a city. Ebe qualify no matter what, so not Champions League now cause a distraction.
Oh no matter is na Champions League no. Oh na mo me mono amofo bi ani kan mo kama na.
No say puku no.
Oh. E de wadi ngaji atum say omo bia e bono aya. Omo be free me wa.
But seriously, just 8 matches.
Yeah.
And now the account.
But one of the last time Arsenal lose a game. One of the last time Arsenal lost a game.
In the ongoing Premier League. Oh, so games in the BOE.
Okay.
All right.
11-7.
Okay.
Yeah, more tell na fi.
Van Dijk the other appropriate time.
You think the difference?
Vidic, Van Dijk. The day bro ne born all bonus Van Dijk. The two most underrated centre back in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Ricardo Carvalho and the Nemanja Vidic. They are underrated. Without the number 4, the number 5 is ordinary. Look at Van Dijk without Matip and Konate. Look at him. You know.
Okay.
Carvalho and John Terry caught 25 clean sheets.
But he about John Terry.
Carvalho John Terry.
I'm a pure Liverpool fan, but I really want Arsenal to win the league. Andrews, Accra, and Dabraka. Yeah.
2 big games near Barcelona. One at the Etihad, one at Portugal. Yenya Manchester City ne Bayern Munich komudi boom. Now for the neutrals, so what you love and enjoy the game. Why? Because 2 teams that you don't expect.
I think Dan Quay was even better than Van Dijk. Kofi the way free Dome Accra and Abre. Dome Accra Kofi.
Oh, David Dan Quay there.
Now the BB have more comment on.
Oseko for the Nimboche Van Dijk be bree.
Oseko Sami Kufo. Okay.
Onimboche Van Dijk be bree.
Okay.
Do you know?
Okay.
Onimboche they are not even close.
Yeah.
Onimboche and baby.
Sami Kufo.
Like there. So I'm going partner Allison the Fabino move. Now,
Kuku does in them time. Van Dijk better bench.
No, you know, send the answer being in the
Kuku does. That's one here. I mean, I make come as.
No, it's all coach, you know.
I better bench.
Only
be more. This is be a good as a pra. What a defender! Yeah, trust.
And for the neutrals, you love to enjoy the game. Why? Because two teams are so share fenum you know and penning for no would not touch liner. Obian and Nadia so quackot and the pomu, not back with their ban hitting on the break. These are two coaches that love to open up and play their game. Bayern Munich, a free scoring club, and watch almost this season, almost flawless in the Champions League. So our Manchester City with that fluidity and their passing range and one I was expected from Pep Guardiola said ne or the mema away had. City share German phone me share Dortmund and share Leipzig. It be omu winning mubako no mo draw back. So watch both sides omu be share na 6 times omu share no draw mem 1-0 abamba kope and you goals and kwana omu share omu ede emma. The two teams no be a winning back in a way. This time it is the turn of Bayern and on Bobabe PM a team I afraid a Manchester City. Thomas Tuchel Bayern on Chebe Brebe, but at least who feel games are abo and what the team no what chess or expecting on the field of play. There are certain guys within the Bayern Munich team almost one very excellent season and they will be threat to the Manchester City team. Now since I watch your pepper or the John Stones score rise. Nathan Ake is playing so well. No, the Manuel Akanji, any Ruben Diaz, Abel, were relegated Emirates Laporte. Midfield will be a bit, and the two goalkeepers are going to be busy tonight. Edison Morasi on summer, Genoa. A true knockout stages of the Champions League now. Only goalkeeper be keep in the game and forget it. In Tiene, the two goalkeepers are very busy. Again, send up a best set up in midfield because he himself by hand here. Pavard on the right, Afonso David, a huge threat from that side. No more but Opebicano and Matia Delete. Bayern will go in for a double pivot of Joshua Kimmich and then Leon Goretzka. No more be with the Amalero Sen, Gemma Muzela, Kingsley Coman, and then Thomas Muller up front because Chipo Mote will not be available for this particular encounter. But send up a best set up in the midfield. No? Is it going to be Gundogan, Kevin De Bruyne, Rodri, and also being Gundogan a free Eddie Bernardo Silva be share middle. No about the Kevin De Bruyne because they will love to have the ball, they will love to have the control. No, a gem with the ride Mares, and also Mares are starting from bench because most of the Champions League Bernardo Silva is starting from the right. Jack Grealish is just on fire. In the end, that battle from that particular line with Grealish and then Benjamin Pavard. But who is going to stop Erling Haaland in the 18 box? Ejuma deeper and what's Opemikano on your perfect marks against a Lionel Messi and then Kylian Mbappe alongside them on him at delete. Game one boy for the 2 legs and almost chair so move it in your keta for any attack. But this guy comes in with different profile. Meant for the Pep Bedin idea. Alfonso David ever fire from the left. Who is going to stop him? Right Mares ebe managina. Now by a moment I the defensive side and I say Onusu be Jano no about supporto whether Kingsley Coman or Sergio Mane on the left and because those two players almost fire from the lines. Whoever plays on the right side for City, they know obey bread. But most will be determined in the engine room. Any touchline, no. The two coaches need the bema. Any method no wa benya control no. They know on the game no ebetimi ayodia. Manchester City at home actually say oba beto omo dia. Omo bie fire na you not survive. But last season, Shekoya Madrid for so benya consolation me later omo ko for so the qualifier. City against the cathedrals, the drew where it matters most. Na Manchester City a struggle. Obi a shepherd, and as I said. So the two teams are almost 32 goals. And Ometimi are in the Champions League this season. And Obia considered 2 goals. A chance defensively on Bojumano is showing. But you know, Kevin De Bruyne, Iko Gundogan, Rodri, and Obia Shomo, Ride Mares, Erling Haaland, and Obia Timia Shomo. But don't rule out Bayer. A almost saw attack in me fire there. Let us send in Asher 4 goals. Thomas Muller yet to score, and then of Kingsley Coman so ultimately by Quattro Atana. But again, German Muzela will be key. Laurel Seni will love to prove a point. Until whoever plays on the left back needs to be careful for Manchester City. You know, a game I'm expecting goals, but a good game I'm expecting Manchester City will win, and I'm going for a 3-2 win for Team FM Manchester City. Inter Milan airball against Benfica. 1-3 game. Now Makasi Inter for Namako 6 games. You know, Omuntimi winning be in the Serie A. The last opposition was a Portuguese opposition in the Champions League against FC Porto. Almost Shawmo and Omo Ba Air Portugal, Ebe Ball Dra, Omutimi you Omu Film. Omo against a Benfica side that they are yet to lose in the Champions League. And more Renfi, this is in Swasha Omo. Almost supported to say the Roger Smith Ayero. Omo GDA pass or Mobetimi and Coleman, social road in Omonamsona, but be on Madrid than the Bella Goodman Kessben and send you Omachia na. I hope the BIC or Madrid ever. And Omoba against Inter Milan, they will be missing their key man at the heart of defense. Nicolas Otamendi, MOB, into Beba Beye, Antonio Silva, and Lucas Beresimo. Alex Barr, Ebeba on the right, Alex Grimaldi, no, no, so about on the left. Abranti FN Enzo Fernandez Bar Chelsea no mom feno because Chukino Ababe Chemetford alongside Fiorentina Luis. Who you omo know then their front four, a whole journey in Edina. Ja Mario with 6 goals, Rafael Silva with 5 goals, Goncalo Ramos with 5 goals, David Neres with 3 goals. It is a whole inter back line of Ayer De Vrij, Di Ambrosio, Mathieu Damien, and Di Marco. No actual midfield of Eric Mkhitaryan, Nicola Barrera, Moa, Dinoa. Omu wedwuma ye pa because who defend no now make sure say ball no so betin akom kakra, and this is attacker Roger Smith ahihia enye nipa ba kope na akọ rely on him. Who be bia ja Mario Beba Goncalo Ramos so also better na channel Rafael Silva ba who so kota Rafael Silva chia na David Neres aba. So the defense of Inter Milan e wedwuma ye Simeone Inzaghi wedwuma ye na attack no enye sharp, but he conserves so well. So the last game of boy in the Champions League. Eddie Dzeko with 2 goals, Lautaro Martinez with just 1 goal. But these are quality and experience forward. Omo ntimi a share chire ho ye for Benfica. Benfica will be in trouble. Omo ben messe Nicolas Otamendi in defense because experience need leadership no. Look at Verissimo, Opra Kotina chira oba no. We a tough test for him in defense. But only the one in ball. But Obetin arrived to the occasion to stop these 2 attackers for Inter Milan and a whole new beer share. Such a Benfica last game on boy against club with goals almost share against Paris Saint-Germain and Juventus. Obo said the Roger Smith side is in good shape and almost a boy at home. And almost the match apart from PSG Coconia drawn, you know you won't survive in Portugal. Benfica in the new year, the only game on Malusu, the Omulusu weekend against FC Porto. And Inter Milan, in as much as they conserve, you know, any team I bet I rely on them so much. I'm taking Benfica to go away with a 2-1 scoreline.
Okay. Yam fa no sunsia na fi